You smell espresso and cigar smoke. The social club is dim. The men at the corner table don't look at you. You're here because you were told to be here. You run the errands they want to themselves. You collect the money they want touch. This is your life, level by level, inside Cosa Nostra. You are not yet a member. You are an associate, an errand boy on the periphery of something older and harder than you understand. You run messages between capos in Brooklyn. You collect protection money from shopkeepers who want meet your eyes. You move packages wrapped in brown paper and tape. You never open them. You already know what's inside. The social club smells like espresso that's been sitting too long and cigars that cost more than your weekly pay. Made men sit at the back table. They ignore you unless they need something. A name, an address, a favor that can't be written down. You earn a few $100s a week, sometimes less. You are told that loyalty is the only currency that matters. You are visible enough to be useful, invisible enough to be disposable. The FBI watches these clubs. Your face is now in a file. You tell yourself this is temporary. You tell yourself you're building trust. You tell yourself that one day, if the books open, if you prove yourself, you'll be made. But first, you must do something that cannot be undone. Something that makes you valuable enough to protect and guilty enough to never leave. You are not a member of the family. You are a test, and the test never ends until blood is drawn. You have been made. The ceremony happened 3 nights ago in a room with no windows. Your finger was pricked with a pin. Blood squeezed onto a picture of a saint. The image was set on fire and passed from hand to hand while you swore the oath. May I burn like this saint if I betray Cosa Nostra. A gun and a dagger were placed on the table in front of you. You drank wine mixed with blood and ash. You are now a soldier. A man of honor. The lowest full member of the Mafia. You cannot be harassed, assaulted, or extorted by anyone outside the family. To insult you is to die. But only the boss can sanction a hit on you. The rules protect you now. The rules also own you. Your daily life is organized crime. You run loan sharking operations in a 6-block radius. You collect gambling debts from men who avoid your calls. You oversee protection rackets, restaurants, shipping docks, construction sites. You report to a capo and pass up your earnings. You keep a small cut. You manage a crew of associates beneath you now. The same men who were your equals last month. You are bound by Omertà, the blood oath of silence. Enforceable by death. The FBI knows your name. Your phone is tapped. Your car is followed. You can no longer walk away. You killed to get here. You will kill again when ordered. The power is real but limited. You are a foot soldier in a war that never ends. You are now a capo, a lieutenant. You command your own crew, 23 soldiers, each running their own operations, each passing money up to you. You control everything west of Flatbush Avenue. All illegal gambling in the district. The construction rackets in 3 boroughs. Your name is on the paperwork of a waste management company you visit twice a month. Your daily life is management. You collect money from your soldiers every Thursday. You keep 15%. You pass the rest up to the underboss. You authorize low-level decisions. You mediate disputes within your crew. A soldier believes another soldier shorted him on a card game. You decide who's right. Your word is final. You represent the family in external conflicts. When another crew steps into your territory, you sit down with their capo. You negotiate. You threaten. You smile and drink espresso and make it clear what happens if they come back. You are too high level to be caught with dirty hands. But when a hit cannot be trusted to a soldier, you carry it out yourself. Last year, you ordered a soldier to murder an associate over a gambling dispute. The body was found in a car trunk in Queens. No one was charged. The power is significant. You control men, money, and violence. The risk is acute. Ambition makes you a threat to those above you. Weakness makes you a target to those below. You are watched by the FBI, the IRS, and your own family. You are one whisper away from disappearing. You've survived the entry levels. You've proven yourself. What comes next doesn't just elevate you. It isolates you. And the men closest to power are the first to fall. You answer only to the boss now. Every capo in the family reports to you. You oversee 14 crews across 3 states. You manage the family's largest revenue streams: labor unions, commercial construction, port operations, narcotics distribution networks that move product from Sicily to Newark. You sit in meetings with legitimate businessmen who know exactly what you are. They shake your hand anyway. Your office is the back room of a restaurant in Little Italy. No computers, no emails, nothing that leaves a record. You speak in coded language on phones you replace every 2 weeks. You meet face to face in parks, in moving cars, in places the FBI can't wire. You earn 7 figures annually, mostly in cash. You own properties under shell companies. Your children attend private schools. Your wife knows not to ask questions. You are the operational commander of the family. When the boss is imprisoned or in hiding, you run everything. You authorize major hits. You negotiate with other families. You decide who gets made and who gets clipped. But you are also the buffer. When the family is under pressure, you take the fall. When ambition rises in the ranks, you are the obstacle. When the boss feels threatened, you are the closest target. 3 underbosses have been killed in the last decade. 2 by rival families, 1 by his own. You hold immense power. You hold no safety. The closer you stand to the throne, the more you feel the knife at your back. You are 1 conversation away from a bullet or a life sentence. You are not in the chain of command. You are beside it. You are the consigliere, the counselor, the one man the boss trusts to tell him the truth. You do not give orders to soldiers. You do not run crews. You do not manage rackets. You advise. You mediate. You survive. Your role is strategic. You sit in on all major decisions: territorial disputes, alliances with other families, responses to federal investigations. You offer counsel on what can and cannot be done within the rules of Cosa Nostra. You remind the boss of old debts, old grudges, old promises. You are often a lawyer, sometimes a former capo who proved too valuable to risk in the field. You speak the language of both worlds: the streets and the courtrooms. You negotiate plea deals. You arrange sit-downs with rival families. You ensure that when violence is used, it is justified under Mafia law. You attend commission meetings as the boss representative. You carry his voice when he cannot be present. You relay messages that cannot be spoken aloud. You have no soldiers loyal to you. No rackets generating income. No ambition for the top seat. That is why you are trusted. That is why you are still alive. You have watched 3 bosses rise and fall. You advised them all. You outlasted them all. You wield influence without authority. You survive without power. You understand what the others never learn. In Cosa Nostra, the throne is a trap. You are the only one who sees it clearly. And you will never sit in it. You are the boss, the don, the head of the family. You command over 300 made men and thousands of associates. You control rackets generating tens of millions annually. Your name is spoken with respect in New York, Chicago, and Palermo. When you sit down, everyone stands. When you speak, no one interrupts. You do not manage day-to-day operations. You set strategy. You approve or deny every major move: new alliances, territorial expansions, retaliatory hits. You settle disputes between capos. Your word is law within the family. To disobey you is to die. You live in a guarded estate in Staten Island. You meet in secure locations. You communicate through intermediaries. You trust no one completely, not even your underboss, not even your consigliere. The FBI has dedicated an entire task force to you. RICO indictments are being prepared. Informants are being cultivated within your ranks. Every conversation is potentially recorded. Every ally is potentially compromised. You have ordered the deaths of rivals, traitors, and friends. You have attended their funerals. You have embraced their widows. You hold absolute power within a world that no longer exists the way it once did. The old rules are breaking. The young soldiers want faster money, less discipline. The feds are smarter. The sentences are longer. You are the king of a kingdom under siege. And the higher you rose, the smaller the world became. Until all that remains is you, alone at the top, waiting. There is no retirement in Cosa Nostra. No pension. No ceremony when you've served your time. You leave in handcuffs, in a body bag, or rarest of all in exile, stripped of the only identity you've known. The oath was blood. The exit is blood. And everything in between was the cost of belonging to something that never belonged to you.